FM. We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app. We hope you downloaded that. You always can find us on your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. And don't forget to watch us. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. I'm not alone in the studio today. Always makes me excited. One of my favorites, she at least comes around once a year, Andrea Patterson. She's with the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, and that's usually to talk about the annual Watermelon Classic 5K, and that is what brings you back. So welcome back, Andrea.
It is. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
I saw you in the green room, and I was like, has it been a year? And you were like, I think so, which means it's been another year, or it's going on another year. We have come to the 28th annual Watermelon Classic 5K. Is it true it's one of the longest running and largest 5Ks of Mississippi, if not the? It's one of the, right?
That is correct. I'm under the impression that we are the largest 5K. If there's anyone out there in the state that needs to verify that with me, give me a call. But we are excited. We're looking forward. We're planning for 1,200 participants this year.
Wow. And this is a tradition. I feel like after almost, close to 3 decades, this has now become just a standing tradition in central Mississippi. But people come far and wide for the uniqueness of the race as well. Obviously, 1,200 runners. There's a lot of folks getting up on their holiday, Andrea, and saying, you know what, let's kick off one of the hottest days of the year by going for a run with 1,200 of our friends and family.
Exactly. And you mentioned it there, the family, and that's what it has become. It's become a family tradition. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of this race for the past 10 of those 28 years, and I've seen families that came with their kids doing the 1 mile fun run who are now in college and running it and coming back for, on their summer break to participate with their family. So it really is something that brings the whole family together.
So what makes it unique? Why do you think over the years it has grown to be such the event that it is?
Well, I think it's 2 parts. So the first is that it is a really incredibly competitive race. We see a lot of very serious runners who.
So this isn't just a stroll to earn your cake, your banana pudding later on that day. This is
exactly.
People come for it.
We do see some incredibly fast runners. So we have cash prizes for our overall award winners. Those are first, second, and third place in the run for male and female. And then also we have a very competitive team competition as well. And so you'll see your runners from Fleet Feet coming out and competing for bragging rights for the year. We want to see these teams come out and compete.
How does a team work? Is it just collectively where you place in the 5K?
So a team is up to 5 people. And we take the top 3 scores. Okay. And so it's the quickest of the top 3 when you combine them together.
Nobody's ever asked me to be on a team, Andrea.
Wow. I mean, they're missing out. You have a 2-2 and everything.
Somebody needs to be on the bottom 2. I mean, I take one for the team. No, but I think so that adds to it. And anytime that you add that level of competition, then people want to come back. Is it the same route every year, Andrea?
It has been for the past at least 10 years. We do run from starting in front of the Ag Museum on Lakeland Drive, down Frontage Road, then cut through Eastover Drive to Ridgewood. You climb up that Ridgewood Hill and bring it home on Lakeland Drive to finish in the parking lot.
Where there is
ice cold watermelon, always served up by our friends from Farm Bureau.
And you couldn't have a watermelon classic without the delicious watermelon. That becomes part of it. You'll also throw in the element of not everything's so serious about being the fastest and the quickest in the race, but also the most creative. You mentioned watermelon tutus. I have a great photo of my daughter and we did it one year with Ryno. He did not wear a tutu. However, he did wear a cape. I think he did in the 100-degree heat, or at least humidity, or heat index, should I say, and had a lot of fun. So you see people, they're like, you know what? Cash prize is not going to be for me, but I can come out and win having the most fun.
Exactly. And we do a costume contest. We want to see those costumes, whether it's watermelon themed, 4th of July themed. We want to see them. All you got to do is complete the 5K in your costume, and you're eligible to win the costume contest. We also have over 160 age category awards. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think a certain SuperTalk employee got an age category when he competed.
That in Ryno. Ryno has more medals at the Watermelon Classic than I do. And than anybody else here at the studio. I would have to say you can hold that record for it, because it's just a lot of fun. And y'all do it a little earlier. Like, what time does it kick off?
So we do start at 7:30 with that 5K run. And because for those who don't want to run, we do have a 5K walk Also, it's a competitive walk. We've got a lot of competitive walkers.
Y'all
that come
take that
out.
serious too. Like if you're going to
Yes.
click walk, so that's something that's a little bit different. Sometimes you just go and you can shuffle, do whatever. No, if you're going to do the walk, if you pick up and start putting down, folks will start calling you out.
Absolutely.
If you are in the walking category.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you're in the walking, you got to walk the entire time. If you think you may want to run walk, go ahead and sign up for the run.
Yeah, because they will call you out. But they should, because there are prizes and things online. It's not just your sort of typical race. Now you can see why over 1,200 people are headed to Central Mississippi for this. So there's time to still sign up. I know it's, 4th of July is it a week from today?
A week from tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. So there's still plenty of time to sign up.
Exactly, but you do want to go ahead and get those registrations in now. We have a price increase on June 30th, so go ahead and register before June 30th to take advantage of that lower registration fee of just $30, and that does include a T-shirt. It is guaranteed for the first 1,200 participants that a T-shirt's included, so you want to go ahead and get signed up now.
So this all kicks off at the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum. Are you guys the ones who thought up the Watermelon Classic 28 years ago, or how did it even get started?
My understanding is there was a gentleman that started the race, and then it eventually became a fundraiser for the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. It is now our second largest fundraiser to keep our doors open, to showcase Mississippi's incredible athletes to visitors from our state and from across the country.
So as people are coming into Central Mississippi traveling, we talk a lot about the Natural Science Museum, and you got the Children's Museum, and you got the Ag Museum, but right there nestled with all of them, you've got the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame Museum. The Hall of Fame and the museum. It's two separate things, but all in one place. So what's there for people not on race day? If they want to come and just look through the museum part, see the Hall of Fame, what kind of goodies y'all got in there for them?
So we have an incredible museum that showcases, again, those athletes from all over the state of Mississippi. Most people recognize that we are a powerhouse when it comes to football. We've produced more athletes in the NFL per capita than any other state in the entire country. But we also have other exhibits, including one that is going to be very popular this summer, our Olympic exhibit. Here's your fun fact. Mississippi has sent an Olympic athlete to the Summer Olympics every year since the 1920s. Woo-hoo! At least one, if not more, and they usually bring home medals. So
absolutely, yeah.
We're excited to add to that this summer and see who from Mississippi heads off to those Olympics.
That's really cool that you mentioned that, because our guest coming up is bringing the Junior Olympics to Mississippi, so we'll learn more. Track and field, we'll learn more about that, but maybe there'll be one day Hall of Famers within the walls there at the museum. You mentioned that maybe there's some renovations or neat stuff coming. What's happening there?
So we are very excited that our museum has been under renovation for about 8 months now. We do have a few more months left on that project, but it is completely renovating our lobby and exterior of the museum, including the plaza we'll be using for race day. So it's still a work in progress, but you can kind of see where we're headed when you come. But the visitor experience in the lobby and the gift shop is completely changed, and it's going to be completely renovated for our guests to make it more user-friendly as soon as you walk in the front door. So we're very excited about that. We want to continue to see improvements inside the museum as well. We've got new exhibits we're working on all the time, so things will be constantly changing for us.
How often, Andrea, does the Hall of Fame add new folks to it?
Every year. We add up to 8. This summer, we will be adding 8 more Hall of Famers. We're very excited. I'll have to come back sometime after the Watermelon and talk to you more about it. But of those 8, some very, very prominent athletes and coaches. One would be MRA's coach, Richard DeWeese, is going in this summer. And a very, a name most people have heard of, Eli Manning, is going to be.
Never heard of him.
Oh, well, turns out pretty good at football.
Play golf. I'm just kidding. He may play golf. I don't know.
Pretty good at football, and he's going to be going in on that's on August 2nd and 3rd. So we do add those athletes to the Hall of Fame every single year.
Also, y'all are a great place for birthday parties. I have to admit, my child's never had one there, but she's gone to several, and it's indoors, it's cool, and it's a lot of fun for the kiddos. So just throwing that out there.
We love to have birthday parties for any kids turning 5 or older.
She's like, but not the babies. Hey, we want to still sign up for the Watermelon Classic, or maybe we want to get tickets to come and tour the Hall of Fame and Museum this summer. How do we do all that?
The best place is our website. So that's going to be msfame.com, like the abbreviation for Mississippi, and FAME, like the Hall of Fame. And you can sign up for the watermelon on there. You can check out all of these things we're talking about, whether it's the induction or maybe you're just interested in seeing who's in the Hall of Fame. You can find all that information on our website.
All right, don't make it another year, Andrea. Come back before then, okay?
I will. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, you guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.